Alright, hello everybody. Hi, it is me, Flygon, and today, new draft league. Yay! Alright, let's cut the bullshit, alright? let's cut the bullshit right now, okay? Every time I do one of these, I don't end up finishing them. I cannot promise that I will finish this one, but I promise I will try. I know I've only uploaded like 2 Garfield Kart videos in like the past fucking eternity, but I'm I'm gonna try and get on this draft league shit. All right, all right. Also, I didn't make a what videos are called? I guess like a draft recap or something. Mainly because I didn't feel like it, and I'm tired and I'm lazy. I'm a senior in high school, and quite frankly, my patience for life has gone down significantly. Anyways, with that out of the way, this is a BDSP draft league. It is called the TCL. There's a bunch of cool people in it. Uh, it's very nice, very cool. I remember I did another TCL thing in the past, but that kind of died. Not just the videos, but the league in general. But it's cool. We got the BDSP draft here. I'm not gonna try and extend this out anymore. Just gonna go over my draft real quick because it's BDSP and I haven't gone over my team. So I chose Scizor, Gengar, Donphan, Azelf, Milotic, Venomoth, Rotom Heat, Sneasel, Dodrio, and Hariyama. Now, this isn't the best team I've ever drafted, but it looks fun as hell. That was my primary goal. After I drafted these 5, I just wanted to draft mons that looked fun, and so that's exactly what I did. I think Rotom Heat is garbage in BDSP, but I still want to use it, and the rest of these mons just look fun. So, without further ado, let's talk about this week's match. So, okay, first of all, here's the sheet, but if we look over, wait, that's gonna reveal the match. Sorry, it's been a while. Shut up. All right, anyways, so our opponent this week was Not Yogi of the Boston Ursaring, and his team consisted of Garchomp, Slowbro, Rotom Wash, Venusaur, Typhlosion, Torkoal, Jirachi, Zangoose, Rampardos, and Ariados. A very scary team, but a very exploitable team at that, because if you have any sort of eye for Pokemon in general, you'll notice that he doesn't have a Ghost Switch in, and I have a Gengar. 1 plus 1 equals 2. I'm obviously going to bring Gengar, right? And real quick, I'm just going to go over the team, and then we will get onto the replay. So I brought a Spell Tag Gengar with Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Substitute, and Nasty Plot. Now, originally I was going to run Specs, but then I realized, wait, Zangoose can actually 6-0 my team if I'm not careful. So instead, I brought a Substitute Gengar to not only chip down Zangoose with Toxic Orb, with its own Toxic Orb, I mean, but just to have another move to hit Zangoose in general, because if I was Specs, I'd have to like hard predict a Zangoose switch in, or he could just sack something and then send a Zangoose for free, and that's not a good thing because I don't want that thing to set up a Sword Stance. So Subplot Gengar just seemed like the most logical thing, and if I ever got a sub up, he was in very big trouble. So it just seemed very logical in Spell Tag, just boost those Ghost moves even further because he doesn't have a switch in for them. Azelf was more of a breaker with Expert Belt, Flamethrower, Psychic Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam. By the way, his fastest mon is Garchomp, which is why all my fast mons are going to be speed creeped to 334 speed. That is why. But this was basically just to hit a lot of his mons for super effective damage. No real science behind it, just slap an Expert Belt on it, start hitting things for big Demaglios. That was basically the idea behind it. Next up, we got Donphan with Lumberry, Sturdy, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Shard, Stone Edge. This was basically my guaranteed lead, no matter what. Because if I led this off against a Torkoal, who wanted to set up rocks, I could get up. I'm pretty sure my plan was to like Earthquake Torkoal twice, because this was a 2-hit KO. Earthquake was a 2-hit KO on Torkoal, and he couldn't burn me with Will-Wisp or anything, because I have the Lumberry. So that was my lead strat coming in. My bad. But that was basically my lead strat. I wanted to run Rapid Spin, but he has a Zapdos, and I would have liked to have hit that. Unfortunately enough, it seems like he traded his Zapdos, so now you can't see that, but pretend the Rotom was a Zapdos. I promise he had a Zap. I swear, he brought it. You'll see, he brought it to the match. Believe me, please. But yeah, Donphan, very good. Doesn't have good Earthquake switch-ins. Very strong Mon, and the Lumberry just made it a good lead. So next up, we got Milotic with Recover, Ice Beam, Scald, Rain Dance, ability Marble Scale with holding leftovers, mixed defenses just to like cover all my bases. Recover, Ice Beam, Scald just worked really well because it's Milotic, and Ice Beam plus Scald hit everything except for Slowbro, which I could just try and stall out with Scald Burns and Recovers. And then I decided to slap Rain Dance on there because I thought it would be funny. That's pretty much it. I thought it would be funny. So next up we got Scizor, another Lumberry user, Technician, U-Turn, Bullet Punch, Roost, Defog, more of a defensive Scizor this week. And this was specifically for, oh yeah, by the way, Milotic, very important for Typhlosion. Mixed, I put some defense on it for Garchomp and Zangoose and stuff just in case. You know, just basic stuff. But this was the only reason why I brought Scizor is because it hard walls Venusaur, because if you don't know, Venusaur doesn't get Weather Ball in BDSP, so this just hard walls it. And I put some defense on it just in case he tried to +2 Earthquake me with like Life Orb. Not only that, but I put Lumberry on it. I can't speak. Lumberry for Venusaur just in case he wanted to try and Sleep Powder my Scizor and then try and set up as many growths as possible and try and win that way. Lumberry pretty much prevented that and allowed me to either U-turn or get some chip in with Bullet Punch. And then finally, we got Sneasel, Choice Band, Inner Focus, Throat Chop, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Dig. Ignore the Dig, I just put it on there for memes in case for some ungodly reason it was like like his last Mon was Torkoal and Typhlosion. I could just use Dig and it would be really funny because he wouldn't have a switch in. So yeah, but he doesn't have a switch into Dark type moves. That's something I noticed. He just doesn't have a switch into Dark type moves. So that's why I brought it. Also, Ice Shard is really, really helpful this match against both Venusaur and Garchomp, who are terrifying threats. And that's pretty much the team. That's what I brought. Why? And we're just gonna get right into the replay, because why not, you know? It's been a while, so I'm also tired today, so I just don't have the patience to, I just don't have any patience at all. That's basically the motto for this week. So as you can see, he brought, wait, what? Did he not bring Zapdos? Oh wait, he didn't bring Zapdos. I'm so tired. Okay, anyways. So he brought Venusaur, Slowbro, Torkoal, Ariados, Typhlosion, and Rampardos. I didn't expect the Rampardos to come, but he brought it. He didn't bring Zangoose, which made me tremendously happy. And yeah, I was pretty happy with what he brought, especially because he was going for Ariados strat, which I thought was the worst strat he could possibly go for in this matchup, because I have a Rapid Spin Donphan, which I didn't bring, but I also have Defog Scizor, which is why I put Defog on Scizor to begin with, just in case he tried this, because, you know, very obvious why he has an Ariados on his team. But let's just get right into it, you know? So my lead was always going to be Donphan, always. Sends an Ariados, I get some damage on with Earthquake, did a lot. He Giga Drains, which surprised me, but he still dies to the Earthquake, so he decides to switch out. I Earthquake again, it did 40%, and I realized, hey, wait, that isn't offensive, that's really weird, why did that do 40%? So I assumed, instead of this being Spit F, I assumed it was some sort of slightly offensive variant. Could have very well been Spit F, but I just assumed offensive just because it made sense in my head, just to hit stuff harder since I didn't have the best Slowbro switch-ins. So I decided to switch out here into Milotic since it's my best switch into it. He makes a really good double into Venusaur, but fortunately enough, I have Scizor, which hard counters Venusaur. He Giga Drains, it does 10%, very funny. He takes more damage. He takes just as much damage as I do. I get a free-ass U-turn coming to you and your loved ones in DVD. I send a Milotic. I'm just like, alright, cool. So I predicted hard Venusaur this turn. Keep that in mind. I predicted him to hard switch into Venusaur, and so I was just like, alright, I'm gonna go for Rain Dance. The instant he stayed in, I knew he went for Solar Beam, and I started laughing my ass off. And he went for Solar Beam, and I go for Scald. I don't know if this would have actually died with or without the crit. Either way, it was funny as hell. I didn't expect it to work like that, but that was really big, getting rid of the Torkoal early. I wouldn't have died to Solar Beam either. I don't know if this was a roll. I haven't calced it yet, and I don't care to calc it. I got the crit because I'm just that skillful of a player. So getting rid of Torkoal early was great. I was so happy that's what happened. So he sends in Ariados. I just Scald here. I don't know why he sacked it, but we take those. He sends in Venusaur, and guess what? I have the best switching in the game in Scizor, and he still is doing more damage to himself than anything else. He goes into Rampardos. This is the freest U-turn of my life. I went into Donphan here. The reason why I went into Donphan here is because if he was Scarf, I didn't have a good switching into it, because, you know, Scarf head smash, very scary. So I was scouting a few things here. Oh, thank you so much, Showdown. You're so cool. I was scouting a few things here. I was scouting for either Scarf, Band, or mixed special variant. If he was Scarf, good to know. I survive, I kill it. If he's banded, I have a chance to kill it. But if it does kill, then I know that it's banded. I know something in my team can outspeed it. And if he's mixed and I see the Surf, I'm just going to be like, okay. And I know something else in the back can outspeed it. So that's why I went Donphan here. He goes for Head Smash. He gets the crit, but Donphan survives, which is very nice. Good job, Donphan. I get the Earthquake, kill the Rampardos. He goes into Typhlosion, got Milotic, the dedicated switch in. He clicks Eruption, does 23%, so that shows me that he is Scarf or either just not Specs in general. Also, that is very pathetic, 23% Typhlosion Sag. So he switches out into Venusaur. I'm not trying to predict anything. If I could get a Scalgar in here, that'd be cool. But it doesn't matter because I can always just go back into Scizor. He goes for the growth here. And I'm just like, alright, cool. I'll just get some chip in. He does 16% at +1. And he put himself in range of U-turn. So I was just like, yeah, I can just go for U-turn here. I do 40%. Very good damage. I go Gengar here. I try and predict some kind of switch in, because I didn't think he wanted to sack Slowbro. I would think he wanted to sack Venusaur because, you know, that thing's pretty much useless with Scizor on my team. But he stays in, goes for Psychic, trying to claim a kill. And I'm just like, alright, that's fine. I'll just claim my kill because he doesn't have a Shadow Ball switch in. So I kill the Slowbro. Very nice. He goes into Typhlosion. I just go back into Milotic. It eats another Eruption for breakfast. And at this point, I know he has to switch out, so I just go for Ice Beam. Very safe, very easy. And at this point, he only has the Typhlosion left, so he goes for a Desperate Solar Beam. I Scald here. I don't think Solar Beam would have killed, but I wanted to preserve 6-0 and be an asshole. So I switch in to a Scizor to eat the Solar Beam, but Bullet Punch doesn't kill here, and I'm scared that he isn't choiced. So I go into Milotic, seeing if he is actually choiced or not. But he goes for Solar Beam. I'm just like, alright, cool. I go back into Scizor. He eats another one. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Gengar deserves another kill. So I U-turn, go into Gengar. Gengar eats the Solar Beam for breakfast. And I get the Curse Body, Insult to Injury, Salt in the Wound. And I win my first week match of the BDSP TCL thing. I'm tired. 6-0. Very nice start. Very cool start. Me like, this is good. Next week I'm supposed to be facing off against Sealb? The Finnish Flyers. The Finnish Flyers. That's what I'm gonna call them. Finnish Flyers. Very scary team from what I've heard. Very good player too. Very excited for that. And that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you for watching. Sorry this was a mess. I think I was more organized in the past with these videos, but I just wanted to upload this video because I wanted to, and I wanted to get this out. So hope this was entertaining in some way. I will hopefully see you guys next week for my next TCL match. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be dead for another 6 months and upload another Garfield Kart video. I don't know. we'll see. But until then, I hope you have an amazing day, afternoon, or night, whatever time zone you're living in. Thank you so much for spending time out of your life to watch my videos. It means a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.